Sinsu. Sinsu's a really good guy too. I'm not talking about him. Good friend of mine. He beat Sinsu. He beat a lot of top players in his time and at my tournaments. He took down a lot of good dudes. His resume is pretty stacked. Jodwina beat a lot of good players as well. She had her own clan. She made her own clan. She has her own history in a lot of other sport games on Roblox. So between them both, I couldn't really say. I would say both of them were probably the most fast learning. Peter went on to be a clanner. So they're all pretty good in their own right. It would be kind of hard to me to say who would be the best or fastest, but a lot of them really elite, really good resumes on who they've beaten and what they've done. Was there a moment where you wanted to stop sword fighting forever? Yeah, there was. I think it was after when I hosted Genesis 2, and I was kind of like, there's just a weird point in my time in the community where I was just losing a lot of motivation to do events, and I felt like I was like kind of the biggest fan of my own events. There's a lot of people that want to do it and a lot of people that were in my community that really love to do those events. And to this day, there's people that do ask me, hey, Daniel, we're going to have Genesis 4, we're going to have a new event, we're going to have stuff like this or that. And it was hard because at that time, the community was really cold as in it was really quiet and just dying off a little bit. And there was just not a lot of active players or players that really wanted to compete. A lot of top competitors were either inactive or were outed for exploiting, probably in my own events, which was pretty bad. So I just wasn't sure. And I just felt like, maybe I'm just getting too old for this. I have to kind of move on. And then I saw, then I ended up going into Sword Fights on the Heights IV, where I kind of met really good players. I met, players like Corbin, top sword fighting YouTuber. He's a good dude, really good dude. Check his channel out. I ran into Kenzie, really good streaker, really good player. I respect her a lot. My friend Horsey was there too. Alex Soze, Sophie. I ran into all those new players, and they kind of, they kind of relit that flame I had for the community. And I love that community, and I love to do events with them and help them out. That's where I helped Alex with Death Before Dishonor. I helped him with the big ass Sword Fights IV tournament, which was a smash hit. So yeah, I had ups and downs, but I'd say there's some community members that helped me out, and they really pulled me back up, and they're like, they just made it a lot better for me, a lot better playing experience, and they made my events even better. They helped me out, I helped them out. A lot of them I still talk to this day. Has anyone ever told you that you will become absolute best sword fighter? Yeah, I have gotten that. when I was kind of an up and comer duelist and an up and comer player. Um, I had a good matchup with Blue Vulcan. I teamed up with him in like auto duels, I think around like 2014, 2015. And he saw how I played and he was like, you know what, you're actually a really good player. You're pretty solid. Your fundamentals are pretty good, really good neutral game. And that kind of helped me out to kind of proceed fighting and like actually gave me hope in becoming an actual good player and like teaching other players. Another guy like Banana Times, a lot of people don't know him, but he used to be a legendary sword fight facility player back in like the golden era of sword fighting. He also told me I was really good, and he thought I was a really good prospect. And yeah, I had a lot of people tell me they thought I was very elite. I was very good at IV. My students, you know, of course, I mean, they're biased, but they always kind of told me they thought I was the GOAT. I was the best. You know, they thought, you know, they really believed I was like the best player of all time. And, you know, I'm flattered by that. But the truth is, you know, I want them to be the best. And there is no true best player. There really isn't. Because inevitably everyone loses on this game. And it's hard to really measure, you know, who really is the greatest player of all time on this game. Because it's so volatile and the game's very difficult. You know, a lot of people think, oh, it's sword fighting. It's just a little party game. It doesn't mean anything. It's crap, you know. But the truth is, it's really volatile. The skill ceiling is really high, and it's very hard to actually be able to beat top players consistently. And you know, the effort that a lot of top players put in, and you know what people do to train and grind, it's really hard. You know, and they don't get paid anything. They do it out of their own enjoyment. They do it because they want to. And I think, you know, a lot of players that are legit and they don't cheat, they don't exploit, they're just avid um, students of the game and they just want to become better. I think they are deserving of respect for sure. Okay, great. Great. Yeah, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. And good luck, man. Let me know whenever you upload the video. I love to see it. But have a good time, man, all right? Be safe. Hopefully I was one of your better interviews. All right, I'll see you. Have a good one.